So that is how you are going to share your dashboard with people, and where users will be able to see this particular tile or the dashboard. They have to go to the reporting module, and once they go to the reporting module, go to the dashboards, and you can see dashboard 2.0 is the one that we created just now, guys, with 3 different tiles. And you see, based on like what that we selected, right? We see these kind of information being displayed, and it depends on like what chart that you have selected and what are the data that you are being pushed, right? You will be able to see the different kinds of information here, guys. And you can see this. And if you go to your home page, you added a tile to your home page as well, guys. Where it is? Yeah, you can see here 2015 goal management tile. Someone created one more thing, guys, and you can see February most common competencies. So like that, you will be able to add. You are creating a tile at the same time you are adding that particular tile to the browser as well. I mean to say to your home page as well. So those are the advantages you see with your 2.0, guys, which you don't see in your dashboard 1.0 version. But yeah, usually like it is more sophisticated, or I can say user friendly tool. You don't need to write any code or nothing, guys. It is just like drag and drop tool where you will be able to display like information on the graphs and all those things. And you are seeing that on the dashboards, you are seeing some standard filters, and where you are going to manage the standard filters and those kind of things. You can see here there is a manage dashboard filters option, guys, in your administration tools. Go here and manage dashboards. You can see manage dashboard filter and manage date ranges. This is the one. This is the two are the useful in order to keep the filters. Either you can see here whether you want to display it for all the dashboards or you want to only keep it for the department, division, location. So you can go ahead and configure these filter ranges, guys. It's nothing pretty simple, which is going to decide like what kind of filter that you want to display to the user, so that the user will be able to, based on their access level, right? They will be able to.
Maybe I'm sorry, you're breaking up. You are breaking up.
Hello?
Raghu, you are breaking, and the listen is freezing as well.
Yeah, you're breaking up, Raghu. I didn't catch the last screens when you were changing them.
Okay.
Can you go back to manage filters, please?
I'm going there. Mute yourself, guys. Yeah. So you can see here, manage dashboard filters. So this is the place where you are going to configure the filters with respect to your dashboard 2.0. So how we are going to navigate to your filter configuration, right? Go to your reporting module, go to manage dashboards. So if you go to your manage dashboard, there is an option for you to go ahead and select the filters. Let me select this thing, guys. And you see, manage dashboards.
Raghu,
Hey, hello? Hello?
yes, you're okay. I can see the screen now. Thank you.
Okay. So basically, when you are going to select the all data sets, right, it depends on the say if you are working on goal management got different modules, right, different templates, right? So out of those templates, user can select one of the template that needs to be displayed on your tile, guys. So that it's a kind of filter options. What kind of filter options that you want to show or display to the users or to provide to the users, you can go ahead and select that particular options, guys. And you can create your own filter groups as well, guys. So that's about your tiles or the dashboard 2.0 guys. And there is something called as a thresholds or trending. One second guys, where it is trending, you can see here. This trending is nothing but if at all you want to compare your dashboards or the data with respect to the previous period, and you can configure what is your current period and what is your previous period, and based on that you can compare the dashboards or the data in two different periods guys. So you can see here you have enabled the trending, and so once you enable the trending, right, where you are going to see, you can select the period to date. So where you are going to configure your dates is, again, because your trending depends on dates, so where you are going to configure your dates is, go back to your reporting module. If you go to your reporting module, there should be performance temp. Yeah.
Raghu, your system is frozen again.
Oh God. One second guys, let me. Is it fine? You are able to see my administration tools and the performance management date range? Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the place where you are going.
Can you go back to the? Can you go back to the screen where you entered from? I could not get that. Thank you.
Reporting, and from here you can see performance management date range. It is nothing to do with your performance guys. Basically it's a date range that you are going to configure in your reporting module, and you can see you can configure what is your current period and what is your previous period, and these dates are going to be used for your trending, and basically these are the dates that you are going to use across the reporting module. Let's say if you want to create your current date as 2015 and say it is like that, you can see here, you can save these dates, and if you want to use trending, right, you can see here you can go ahead and configure your trending, and you can see here whether you want to do your trending based on the full report or period to date. Full period is nothing but the things, let's say if your current period is like starting from Jan to December 31st, that is going to take as your full period. But say when you are going to use period to date, right, your dates might be Jan 1st to December 31st, but when it is going to compare, right, it will take the data that is going to available till date as the 100%, and that will compare to the other data guys. I don't know like whether I have the dashboard for training. One second guys, just go to reporting. I don't have a dashboard guys. Basically what it does is like it compares. Yeah, you can see here it compares your dates. It's not yet populated here, but these dates will come default from the trending option that whatever you created in the reporting under the administration tools reporting, and going to the performance management date ranges, right, these dates will come from there, right, and these dates is going to be used your data option filter and to get the data and compare these 2 years data. That is what you are going to achieve with your trending functionality guys. Any kind of dashboard, I don't know, like, and one second guys, based on my criteria I am selecting only 0 employees. Let me say this is from 2014 and for 2013 I don't see any data here, guys. Basically what it is, like, it is compare both the things, guys. That is what it is going to do. Just let me check another report. No, guys, I don't have that particular data not available in that particular date range. But it will give you like a comparison between these two dates, so that you can compare like what is your performance or what is the things that has been during the last year and the current year. That is what is the concept behind your trending option. And filtering options, you know, right? What are the different filters that needs to be provided to the users? So these are the different types of filters that are going to be provided to the users: division, department, location, managers, non-managers, and these kind of things are going to be provided across the different reports and dashboards. And what the options that needs to be provided to the users? Yes, these are the things that you are going to display to the users. If you are going to unselect one of them, they will not be available as the filters to the users. Oh, what are the things? Yeah, pretty much that's it, guys, with respect to your workforce analytics. And the only thing that we haven't discussed is with respect to the ORD, your online report designer, which I am going to activate in the employee central module, and that is when I'll show you like what kind of configuration you can do with your online report designer. You can write queries and you can build your reports and you can build your dashboards as well. You can add your calculation columns or custom columns, runtime formula, basically your formula fields, all those things you will be able to create in your ORD, guys. It's a little bit sophisticated than whatever we have seen so far in the talent management system, guys.
Raghu, I just saw a link on the thing, dashboard rating scales. What is that?
No, that is nothing but your rating scale, where it is dashboard rating scales. How your dashboard rating scales are going to be displayed here. You can see here whether it should be displayed as a
Is this a part of performance, or is it a part?
Is it a part of
Performance management, or is it a part of the dashboards?
No, it doesn't do like how your rating scales should be displayed on the dashboards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It is nothing to do with your functional, or it is nothing to do with anything, guys. It is just a representation. How you can see here rating scale. If you want to display your rating scales, these are the different rating scales available. And if you want to display them at the dashboards, right, you are going to select which one needs to be displayed at the dashboards. That's it.